Hello, everyone. Blessed afternoon. So, welcome to Brewing Live All New Season, episode 140 for mental preparedness in the new landscape of living amidst challenges of our present time. So, Brewing Live is a community service of Decaf Coffee Republic, which is our coaching hub and home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. In partnership with Life Coach Philippines, our heart here as game changers is to brew mental fitness in your space and help nurture holistic mental health for you and the people that matters to you. So shout out to all my fellow kindred coaches for serving in this corner of the digital space and advancing life coaching ethically and authentically. So giving is a lifestyle that never goes out of style. So I encourage you, all of you, to expand your heart today by supporting the works that we do by blessing Decaf Coffee Republic with your food and beverage orders. So we have delicious meals, fresh guyabano and mango juice, which has no preservatives and no additives. We have the no calorie sugar replacement syrup, which is the Citadel Slim syrups. And it is a plant based sugar replacement. So it is made out of erythritol and it is actually FDA, internationally FDA approved as early as I think 1970 plus. Okay. Of course, we also have the pita chips and mushroom chicharron, with which comes with 8 flavors for easy switch to healthy living. And of course, we invite you also to join us our Save One #Save One campaign against diabetes. So check out our organic insulin wine and tea and know more about sugar regulator products to help fight the debilitating symptoms of diabetes. And in case you do not know, one of the things that, of course, COVID-19 affects is our sugar level. So it is very helpful to be able to really regulate your sugar and watch for your health. So for your favorite and classic comfort food, we offer sausage platter, waffles, pies, cakes. We have the frozen croissant pies. It is really, 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 really good. Yan, di ba? Tas we also have our cakes. Our cakes now also comes with tubs, no? And we have, I recently just tasted the Choco Sans Rival cake, and it's really good. So it tastes like Ferrero chocolate with less the sweet stuff. Okay, so it's really, really, really good. And I really recommend it. So we also have fraps and milkshake. So please check our FB page for the menu of sumptuous meals and refreshing drinks, or connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to bring the Decaf Coffee Republic experience in your space through order, pickup, and delivery. And of course, we are also open from 12 noon to 12 midnight for your dining experience. So if you're going home from work, you want some a place to relax to, a place to chill, you want to talk with other people, or you just want to be alone, then I invite you to come over and join us in the Cup Coffee Republic and really experience the space. Now, for other ways, of course, to support our community works, you may now give us some stars or love gift through fund transfer. So just check the caption of this video for bank information and or GCash account. So if you just joined us in, welcome and thank you for being here. And you may circulate the link of this video to invite your friends to watch with you. And you may also tag them in the comment below and give them some shout out, encouragement, motivation, and best of all, just acknowledge and express gratitude. Ayan. So as for me, let me give my shout out to fellow mental model collectors inside B Learning Society by Master Coach, and a special mention to my partner Trisha Carino, who is our community lead inside B Learning Society. So if you are not yet, of course, a smart holder of B Learning E-Card, then you are missing the perks that we are enjoying. So today is actually the best time for you to take action. So connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to join the B Learning Society, which is the tent maker of B Learning Homes for mental fitness, where you get to enjoy 5% food and beverage discount. Um, from Decaf Coffee Republic, and you get full access to Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A happening every fourth Saturday of the month. Plus, you get a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. And this month's Mental Model Masterclass is scheduled on November 27 at 7 p.m. So Master Coach A will teach on Jeff Bezos' mental models. So are you ready to level up as an entrepreneur? So register now and get ready to thrive and experience financial breakthrough even during this time of pandemic. So for more information and registration assistance, connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661. So moving on for today's episode, ayan, I will be sharing improving the hypothalamic-pituitary-adrenal or HPA axis health. Ayan, nosebleed. So just in case you do not know what HPA is, I had a previous session, no? I think it was 2 days ago, Sunday, no, November 14, on the role of HPA or the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis on our health. So again, so for this one, it is now improving the HPA health. So please do tag your friends, forward this video link, and invite others to join our conversation on mental preparedness. Sabi nga ni Coach Gracie, HPA na lang. So before I proceed, I would like to greet our fellow learners. So we have Coach Sean, Coach Teen, the couple coach, Master Coach Jasmine, syempre si Coach Gracie nandito din. Okay. So, did you know that HPA axis dysfunction actually has a relation to stress? And did you know as well that nutrition plays a role in protecting your body from chronic stress? So, yung pagkakain po natin, marami po yung effect, and one of that is to protect ourselves from chronic stress, di ba? Seems interesting. Okay, so I am Life Coach Candee. In case you're meeting me for the first time, I am a professional certified CACC life coach and a certified mental health coach from the Life Coach Philippines, and I am a proud scholar of Master Coach A Strive Speak, a six-step to six-figure speaking career training program. I am a master builder apprentice of Master Coach A, and we build tribe as we help your unstoppable dream to come true. And I am the founder and creator of When Comfort is Not So Comfortable coaching community, and I help individuals to become mentally fit to heal and recover from their broken identity, broken name, and broken dreams so that they can courageously journey outside of their comfortable lifestyle to live responsibly. So if you are watching this on a replay, comment hashtag replay, and do send us message if you wish to connect with any points that resonates with you. And you may find, of course, the YouTube link where you can watch all the replay of all the episodes of Brewing Live in the caption of this video. So in case you want to really know about the HPA and its role in our body, in our health, then go ahead and watch the replay of the role of HPA access. Okay, so please do follow and subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified when new learning video becomes available. Now, of course, before we talk about the role, no, of how to improve your HPA axis, sabi nakita ko si Groot sa background. Okay. So, in order for you to improve your HPA axis, let's first talk about the HPA axis dysfunction. Okay. So, it's a bit mouthful, but of course, I will do my best to simplify it, of course, and communicate no, in a easier way of describing it, because it is quite a complex system, no. So it is a condition whereby actually chronic stress has quite simply taken its toll on your health and mental well-being. Again, it is very, very important that you know that it is important for your mental well-being, and it affects, when you have HPA dysfunction, it affects your mental well-being. So the HPA axis refers again to three key glands in the body and their functions within the central nervous system, or the CNS, and the endocrine system, which is the hormone system. Okay, so hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and adrenal gland. So tatlo po siya. Now, hypothalamus, So the hypothalamus is located in the base of the brain, and it is responsible for maintaining bodily homeostasis. Okay? In short, yung stable, yung balance. Okay? So by regulating important processes such as sleep, body temperature, appetite, emotional health, and thirst. Okay. Now, the pituitary gland, which is also located in the base of the brain, which is near the hypothalamus, so this gland regulates other hormonal glands such as our sex organs and thyroid. Now, the adrenal gland, so these are two small glands that sit atop of your kidneys and are actually responsible for producing key stress hormones called cortisol and adrenaline. So, ayan. So, it's another version, okay? So, again, when you talk about HPA, kaya siya HPA kasi tatlo siya. Si hypothalamus, si pituitary gland, and si adrenal gland. Now, how do these glands work together to maintain health? So, before, syempre, malaman mo yung dysfunction, you should have, of course, at least a small background no, of its function. So, all three glands are actually deeply interconnected, kaya siya may axis, okay? And they work in unison to regulate many of your body's vital processes such as metabolism, mood, energy, immunity, and most importantly, our stress response. So when everything is working well, the HPA axis functions via a biofeedback mechanism. So this means that the hormones are regulated naturally via the hypothalamus receptors, or what you call the message receivers, so that pick up on external stressors as well as internal levels of hormones to present over production. So this incredibly sophisticated mechanism, no? Ang galing talaga ng pagkagawa ni God and pagka-design ni God sa ating body. Hello, Coach Marife. Ayan. It serves us very well when we have minimal exposure to stress, which you can relate thousands of years ago. Okay, bakit sa thousands of years ago? Mamaya ko siya i-explain. Okay. And of course, our nervous system was able to recalibrate and return back to normal and relaxed state. So ginagamit po siya no in order to trigger the nervous response system no na hina-heighten niya, and then eventually no in-heighten niya through exposure of stress, pag na-expose sa stress, and then of course after the stress magre-relax, okay, babalik siya sa relaxed state. However, in today's society, we are continuously exposed to stress. So, sino po nakaka-relate dyan? Hashtag relate. Ayan, we are continuously exposed to stress, especially now during pandemic, no? It's a global crisis, so malamang, no, we are all undergoing some kind of stress. Of course, it just depends, no, on a matter of how we all handle stress, but we are exposed to stress. So, when we are continuously exposed to stress, this can lead to a dysfunction in the normal function of the HPA axis. So, an example of this, no, when we are under stress, our hypothalamus perceive this and releases, no? Matalino kasi talaga si hypothalamus natin. Matalino talaga si brain, no? Na-perceive niya na nasa stress. So, nasa stress siya. So, ang gagawin niya is magre-release siya ng CRF, okay? So, corticotrophin releasing factor, no, which tells your pituitary gland, so from hypothalamus, pupunta siya ngayon sa pituitary gland, sasabihin niya, pituitary gland, you have to release another substance called ACTH, or adrenocorticotropic hormone, which then goes on to stimulate cortisol release from the adrenal gland. So magkakakabit po sila. Ganun. Kaya siya axis, okay? And the production of this cortisol leads to an increased heart rate, blood pressure, and blood sugar, so that your body is well equipped to survive stress. So this work finely, perfectly, no, for Stone Age ancestors and yung mga nag-hunting, of course. And this mechanism was very crucial, no, in the face of a short-term threat to life. Kunyari, hold upin ka, no? Sana, praying hindi mangyari, but that is a good example, no? Hold upin ka, sasaktan ka, like physically, physically, no? So mechanism, and it helps us actually survive and escape quickly from whatever is attacking us. However, isipin nyo na lang, no, what happens when this system is continually activated, and it is actually you can see this in the modern world because of chronic stress, continuous exposure to stress, no, it is continuously activated, and eventually, no, habang it is activated, then it leads to HPA axis dysfunction. So ano ba yung mga what really can contribute to chronic stress? A good example of this are work pressure, sleep deprivation, processed food, yes, nakaka-stress po siya sa katawan natin, sugar, and toxins can all stimulate the HPA axis in the same way that a threat to our life would have done years ago, like in the Stone Age. Ayan. So the internet struggle is real. So before I proceed, andito na si Coach Nards. Hello, Coach Nards. Ayan. So, the internet struggle is real. So, before I proceed, andito na si Coach Nards. Hello, Coach Nards. So, I'm talking about, no, why does chronic stress lead to HPA axis, and what are actually the factors, hello, Coach Dean, that can contribute to HPA axis dysfunction. So, factors such as work pressure, sleep deprivation, processed food, sugar, and toxins can all stimulate the HPA axis in the same way that a threat to our life would have done years ago, like in the Stone Age, or you're hunting, or you're faced with very crucial survival situation. No? So the problem is, since this is a very intelligent system, it isn't actually built to deal with continuous stress, which is why symptoms such as fatigue, brain fog, muscle and joint pain, insomnia, no, and mood imbalances are also common in today's society. So meron po siyang science behind it. Okay. And the continuous output of cortisol in our body, which is stimulated by stress, can eventually have a very negative impact on our HPA axis, meaning that the body becomes less resilient to stress. So, sino po dito nakaka-relate, no, whenever you're in a stressful condition, no? I mean, kaya mo siya before, you are able to handle it before, but as years goes by, no, and you are continuously faced with these stressors, no, and then eventually you get to ask yourself one day, no, bakit hindi ko na siya kaya i-handle, why can't I handle it anymore, but I used to be able to handle it, I can handle it before, but right now why can't I handle it. So if you talk about people, no, dati kaya mong i-tolerate before you can tolerate the person, but now it seems that you cannot tolerate the person anymore. So this is the science actually behind it. And the national health system, no, the NHS says that 45% of actually the visits to hospital that they receive on a daily basis present within unexplained medical symptoms that they do not have a drug for and they cannot treat. And based on the statistic provided by the Mental Health Foundation, this is most likely related to stress, which is the largest known study in the UK that showed that 75% have felt so stressed that they are unable to cope. Kaya tinatamaan din ang mental health because one factor of your mental health is your ability to cope with the normal stressors of life. So furthermore, the research actually reviews, no, it has shown that stress is one of the most influential modifiable risk factors of many of today's most common disease such as diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. So stress leads to a wide array of diseases. Ayan, so yung mga may diseases, if you look at, there are people, no, who have a good diet, talagang good yung diet nila, no, but they develop diabetes. So this is something that you want to be able to consider, no, yung amount ng stress and how the person is able to handle stress. Now, in order to protect us, of course, from the effects of the chronically activated HPA axis, in addition to regulating the stress response, no, by engaging in practices such as mindfulness, mental health coaching, CBT, mind-body movements na exercises like Pilates, no, and of course, did you know that nutrition as well can also play an important and preventive role? So adrenal fatigue can be improved through a combination of dietary changes, stress reduction practices, or stress management responses, no? And of course, supplements. So I will be sharing with you 7 tips, okay, to rebalance your HPA axis so you can support your healing process. So the first one is actually, since it is nutrition, again, clean up your diet. So paano ba mag-clean up ng diet? So there are 3 things, no? First is you want to be able to avoid sugar and processed food, which we all know is very, very common nowadays. So foods that are high in sugar and ingredients in processed food like trans fatty acids, fried foods, which I am very guilty of. I really, really love fried foods, okay? So fried foods and advanced glycation end products or ages, I don't know kung paano nila like sabihin to na na in what you call this in acronym, no, but it's ages, advanced glycation and products, no, in processed meats can lead to an increase in inflammatory markers which can stress the physical body. Okay, so we all know I have been talking about sugar in coaching for mindful eating. It is a natural inflammatory in your body and you actually do not need sugar in your body. It doesn't provide any nutrition. So, just in case you don't know, no. So when you talk about sugars, there are naturally occurring sugars which can be found in our normal food, no. Like a vegetable has some kind of sugar. Fruits have sugar in it as well. But the very dangerous one is actually the added sugars. In short, ina-add mo na sugars to your food. Okay, so you want to be able to avoid this, and of course processed food, because oftentimes processed food contains preservatives. This is very bad for your health. Okay, then the second one is you want to be able to integrate complex carbohydrate that contains resistant starch fibers. So food such as legumes and whole grains like brown rice, oats, and wholemeal bread provide prebiotic fibers. So actually, this take care of your gut health. And we all know about the gut-brain axis. In case you don't know about it, you want to be able to catch the replay of coaching for mental fitness where I am able to discuss this. Okay. So, prebiotic fibers nourishes and these are actually friendly bacteria in your gut, which then go to your to produce no healing substances like butyrate and other short chain fatty acids. And this substance help to lower inflammation and maintain a healthy environment in your digestive tract, which prevents extra stress on your body. And of course, you want to be able to balance blood sugar levels. So, when blood sugar levels are fluctuating throughout the day due to eating foods high in sugar and simple carbohydrates like white rice, pasta, fried food, French fries, ayan, very high ito no sa simple carbohydrates. When you are really eating it, no, nagpa-fluctuate yung sugar levels natin. Hindi siya stable. It doesn't have the homeostasis. That's why cortisol production is stimulated to help maintain that balance. So be able to really be sure to eat protein with every meal as well to help regulate blood sugar levels and prevent overexerting the adrenal glands. And that's why we also have this no in the Cup Coffee Republic, the insulin wine. May wine ako dito actually. So, the insulin wine, which really helps, no? Insulin helps with the regulation of your blood sugar level or the glucose, no? Blood glucose. So, it really, really helps. So, you want to be able to balance it. So, that's why we at the Cup Coffee Republic really support hashtag healthy switch in order not to only take care of your physical health, but more so your mental health. Now, the second tip is you want to be able to avoid caffeine, so or reduce caffeine. So while caffeine can provide some antioxidants, no, meron naman talagang benefit si caffeine sa katawan natin, no, like antioxidants. Too much of it, again, anything that too much is harmful for our health. Okay, so everything has to be in moderation. So too much of it can overburden the body's stress response because caffeine actually stimulates the adrenal glands to produce cortisol and adrenaline, which is our two main stress hormones. So when we are already stressed and tired, tapos you still drink too much caffeine, it can actually further exacerbate your problem. And of course, caffeine mimics the stress response. So by drinking coffee and other sources of caffeine, no, you add fuel to the fire and you slow down the healing process of your body. So it is best to um gradually remove caffeine, no, or you can gradually reduce caffeine, or if you can remove this caffeine entirely. That's why naman in teas, no, oftentimes in teas it is as well natural caffeine, but in insulin tea, no, it doesn't have any caffeine. So nire-regulate ni sugar levels mo, nakakapag-relax ka pa. And of course, insulin has plenty of benefits, including for your urinary tract, okay, your kidney, your liver. So this helps a lot. Then third is you want to be able to engage in stress reduction practices. You want to be able to incorporate stress reduction techniques, no, for at least 15 minutes every day to calm your body and restore, no, your adrenal glands and stress response system. So you want to be able to go for others, no, their stress reduction is exercise. In my case, it's mental health coaching or anything that has to do with coaching. For others, they go for meditation. Ayan. So, you want to again be able to calm yourself and engage in stress reduction. And the fourth one is you want to be able to incorporate movement and regular exercise. So exercise again is one of the most powerful ways to prevent stress, and it eliminates stress hormones from your body because as you exercise, no, it produces dopamine, which is madami pa namang ibang hormones, no, but the classic of here and people know is actually the dopamine, which actually combats the cortisol hormones. Okay, so this eliminate again stress hormones from your body, and it reduces secondary complications such as insulin resistance. Okay, so depending of course on the level of your adrenal fatigue, no, you may not be able to handle intense exercise. That's why if not, no, you can start with moderate exercise or light exercise such as walking, brisk walking, yung iba jogging in place, jump rope, ayan. So whatever you do, as long as exercise, considered ang exercise if you are able to increase your heart rate. So if you get more tired the next day, you may have done too much. So you want to make sure that moderation is the key, because ayaw din natin nang tired ka, no, because this will create stress in your physical body as well. So even if this happens, of course, no, don't stop moving, play with it, know where your moderation lies. Okay, so movement and getting outside are critical for healing, especially if, as well, no, if you are exposed to nature, because naturally, no, seeing nature, yung color niya, the sense of it actually brings healing as well. So remember to take it slow and work up gradually when you talk about movement and exercise. And of course, the fifth one is get regular sun exposure. So, sino po dito yung mga takot sa araw? Ayan. So, getting a regular sun exposure, no, you want to be able to aim for about 20 minutes of direct unblocked sun exposure every day. They say, no, that it is more, the sun is, you want to be able to expose yourself in sun mga around 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay? So, this is crucial not only for vitamin D synthesis, but also for improving mood through the release of endorphins, supporting optimal sleep-wake cycles. So, nare-return niya yung circadian rhythm natin sa katawan, no? And it prevents, of course, many diseases. So, if you are having a hard time getting to sleep at night, try to get outside when you wake up in the morning. So, sunlight at this time will help your body understand the proper sleep-wake cycle or your body's circadian system. And six is support your sleep. So pag may waking at magbibilad ka sa araw, meron din supporting your sleep. So getting adequate restorative sleep. Remember, deep restorative sleep is the key to rebalancing your stress response system and your body. So proper sleep hygiene is very important and should be a top priority. So what is sleep hygiene? This sleep hygiene are the things, routines and habits that you do before going to sleep. So hindi siya sleeping, but technically these are the things that you do to prepare your body to sleep. So oftentimes people say that you want to get 7 to 9 hours sleep, no, but then again, it's not about the quantity, it is about the quality. So even if you get like 4 to 6 hours of sleep, if it is on the deep restorative state, then you are actually helping rebalance your stress response system in the body already, and you are actually recovering your body and healing the body. Mas mabilis po siya, no, compared to a light sleep of 8 hours and more. Okay. And of course, in my case, excuse me. So in my case, I use insulin wine, no, in order to help me sleep. So I drink like 50 ml, like this one. Ayan. So meron ako kasi I just drank wine last night. Okay. So the insulin wine, I help support deep sleep, no? So I have been tracking it. And malaki po yung effect ng insulin wine. Again, insulin wine is not on the level of a liquor because it only contains 3% alcohol. And this alcohol is very natural because it came from the fruit, no? It naturally came from the fermentation process of the fruit, without any external processes, without rushing, no, or like pinapadali yung process. So it is very, very good for a restorative and deep sleep. I really use it as a supplement, not only, of course, to regulate my blood sugar level since I have a sweet tooth, no, but I use it also to help me get a good night's sleep. Okay. Then lastly, of course, supplements. Of course, the good supplement here, since this is part of your brain, is B complex, no? B complex and multivitamins. If hindi mo alam kung ano talaga yung pipiliin mo, just go for B complex and multivitamins, no? So look for a B complex with methylated B vitamins like methylfolate instead of folic acid. Kasi yung iba talagang kumukuha lang ng folate. So you want to go for methylfolate um, or methylated B vitamins. So this is because some people can't utilize folic acid easily, so it helps with the absorption. So many botanical herbs act as well, no, as adaptogens, which are natural substances that help your body to adapt to stress. And some examples include ginseng. I love ginseng. Includes Asian ginseng, rhodiola, just in case you have not heard of rhodiola. Usually it's color red, no, si rhodiola. Actually it depends on how it is made. Okay, and ashwagandha, if you have heard of this. So these are good supplements for your stress and for your mental health. So these herbs are supplements that can support your body during a stressful time and can help the body to rebound or to bounce back. As well, you want to be able to take magnesium. So research shows that chronic stress can deplete your magnesium and increase requirements, and it actually increases the requirements for this mineral, no. So you want to be able to aim to take like 400 milligrams a day and eat a diet high in green leafy vegetables which are rich in magnesium. So when you talk about green leafy vegetables, kasi madaming vegetable and madami din kulay yung mga vegetables, so you want to go for green. And if you want to make sure, you want to be able to go for dark green. Dark green vegetables have more nutrients. Yun siya. Okay. And then you want to be able to take vitamin C. So the adrenal glands have one of the highest concentrations of vitamin C of all organs in your body. And studies show that vitamin C is required to create catecholamines, such as adrenaline, which is one of the main stress molecules. So this leads to hypothesis, no, that when you're undergoing chronic stress, vitamin C requirements may be higher, and you want to be able to aim to take like 1 to 2 grams of vitamin C daily during especially periods of chronic stress. So there you have it. So again, HPA axis dysregulation results in downstream physiological consequences and increases your risk for immune system dysfunction, mood disorder, metabolic disease, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. So that is very important for you to be able to look into ways of handling stress, and you want to be able to as well, no, improve if you are really continuously exposed to stress, and this is really just like a part of your life, no, normal part of your life. Then you want to be able to look into the management of stress and what you can actually do in order to improve and to heal your HPA axis. So, thank you for joining me today and supporting, of course, the advancement of mental fitness and mental preparedness talk at Pick Up Coffee Republics. Every Saturday at 4 p.m., which I handle, is back, no, starting Saturday 13th of November. So we will be having again this Saturday at 4 p.m. I hope to see you. And if you are interested about trauma and ways to heal, I invite you to attend the Trauma Masterclass series of Master Coach A. And her next class is happening this next month, December 10. So it will focus on trauma as a big threat to your emotional being. And I encourage you really to join this because we are often unaware that we have traumas, no, and when we are faced with traumas, especially if we are unaware of, no, nag-activate yung stress response natin in our body naturally. Okay, that's why you are you are you respond, in ways that you cannot understand. So it is very much science based, and you really want to be able to join this because it helps a lot, and it is helping me as well a lot. So if you are as well, no, interested to become a professional service provider, either as a life coach or a mental health coach like us, you want to be able to connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to know more about the CACC Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program by Master Coach A. So we are now accepting application for mental health certification and internship program with limited slots. So make sure that you make your reservation with Coach Rezzhel. So do join us back tomorrow, same time and same digital space for episode 141, which is Building Resilience by Expressing Yourself by Coach Trisha Carino. So again, the Cup Coffee Republic is located inside Pioneer Center compound, or widely known as PC. So we are just across Bayanihan Center in Pioneer Road, Corner Brixton, and United Streets in Capitolio, Pasig City. So once again, this is Coach Candee Teng, mentally fit to serve in behalf of Life Coach Philippines. And this is us in the Philippines. Labang boom, labang boom, labang boom. See you tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye. Visit us in Dicap.